I'll just do my intro real quick once I know we live, and then we go from there.
I'm gonna be on mute until then, right?
No, you just chill. I guess I don't know, man. You just wait till I introduce you, then you come on in. But I think we are. Hold on, just a second. I'm not going to put you on mute. You know what I mean? Hold on. All right, here we go.
Once you tag me, I'm just gonna share it on my day.
Cool. We are live, so let me record this. Just a second. Record to my computer.
I've actually been wanting to do this.
Check my phone here.
To start a podcast.
All right, here we go. Just a second, and just a second. All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome everyone to Chili Willie's podcast, to another episode. Thank you guys for showing up tonight, coming in tonight. Last weekend, I wasn't around. Kind of took a break. Actually, A&C podcast and the Chili Willie podcast was down last weekend. And so we're back this weekend, and got a very special guest tonight. Forgive me. Ro Moran will be on next weekend. Hopefully, he had work issues, so he couldn't be on today. So, but I got a very special guest that came in on a very short notice tonight. He is the man here in the Philippines when it comes to training the wrestlers in the Philippines. So, this guy right here, they actually named an institution after him. They call it the Bombay School of Pro Wrestling, I think, something like that. But anyway, without further ado, I want everyone to welcome my man, Bombay. Suave, what's happening, Bombay?
Scream it up again. Hey, what's up, Chili? How you doing? I'm good. I'm just here at home, chilling, staying safe like everybody else. Stay safe.
Nice.
Just trying to figure out something to pass the quarantine by, and pretty much, yeah, just chilling. How about you? How you doing, Chili?
I'm doing good, man. It's been a long time, man. It's been a very long time. I think 2000. Last time I saw you, probably 2017, somewhere in that mix. Yeah, man, it's been a long time. Last time I saw you, you had the long hair going, and now you. Did I just see you put alcohol into your alcohol? Did I just see that?
I need more kick.
Folks, I just saw Bombay mix alcohol with alcohol. So anyway, yeah,
that's
it's
good
to see you, man. How you been?
I'm good. Actually, like last time a lot, I just discovered TikTok, and then
Okay.
I know everybody's been on TikTok since this quarantine thing started, but I used to hate on TikTok. Like, actually, I'm going to tell you a story later. We're going to go backtrack. Like the same thing with wrestling. I used to hate wrestling as a kid growing up because I didn't find it entertaining. So now, like, being a grown up, again. Well, back when TikTok was like taking off, I was like, why would I go TikTok? And my kids, they're like, yo, daddy, get some TikTok. Do a TikTok, daddy. And then I'm like, I don't want to go on TikTok. TikTok's for sissies. So I'm one of those haters. Hate on TikTok. Now I'm on TikTok a lot. Like a little kid who just figured out jerking out for the first time. Basically.
Okay, nice, good. Well, folks, if you have a hard time hearing Bombay, it's probably because he's using data, and so our connection is a little wacky here in the Philippines right now. So bear with us. Hopefully, it'll clear up soon. So anyway, Bombay, if you can hear me and you can hear me clearly, how did you get started in pro wrestling, man?
Oh, I can hear you perfect, Chili. Your signal's
Okay,
real good.
okay,
Well, okay, back when I was a kid, I actually didn't like pro wrestling at
mhm,
all. The people who got me into pro wrestling were mom's province would be in Cagayan de Oro City, and together because they live in Iloilo. I live in Manila. We live in Manila, and then we'd get together in their house in Cagayan de Oro. So like I have cousins who were like brothers and sisters. They were like into wrestling at that time, so they'd watch WWF. Because I remember
mhm.
Kane being in it and Kane being in a steel cage, and I was just like, change the channel. I want to watch Dexter's Lab or Pokemon
Right.
or Flame of Brecca or
Okay.
some other show. And they were like, no, we want to watch wrestling. So
Hmm.
like a few years later, one of my other cousins who was a baby at the like I was babysitting him and wanted to watch. So I ended up having to watch it with him. I remember it was a WrestleMania, Triple H, Chris Benoit. He
Okay.
was watching that, and that was the time where Chris Benoit, I think, won the belt from Triple H, and he came celebrate with Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
So like that was the first match I saw, and then after that, I just kept watching and watching and watching, and ever since I got hooked to Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, uh, Triple H, Chris Benoit, the greats.
Nice. Good. Good deal. Good deal.
So,
So,
so
and then
okay,
go ahead. Go ahead. So you
you can
watched it.
follow
Then
through.
how did you get into to like training? Who trained you and all that good stuff? And when was the first time you took a bump? I mean,
First time I took a bump was actually it came like when I was already getting in Cubao, where they sold like wrestling DCDs because my family's kind of delayed when it comes to technology. So when people were watching DVDs, I was still on VCDs.
okay.
So I got this VCD of I was looking at the shop because they had this replica. Like there weren't many at that time. They had a replica World Heavyweight Championship in a grocery store, and then she'd leave me in the mall in Alley Mall to go around, and I saw the place with the wrestling bell, and I just stared at it. And then when I go inside, they're selling a wrestling VCDs. So I bugged my mom like, "Hey, can you get me one? Can you get me one or two of these?" So she
Hmm.
got me one, and like I picked what VCD. I picked a documentary because I'm a big fan of documentaries. I picked a documentary on Triple H, and
Okay.
then the other VCD I picked was I was looking at this VCD like I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna get it because it sounds cool. It's the title of the VCD was Ultimate Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
So when I watched it, it was a tutorial video on actually like it documented like in Ultimate Pro Wrestling and he was still wrestling under prototype. So he was and I forgot who the other were. But yeah, that was the I watched that VCD and I got really curious because I was into the whole wrestling thing at that time. So I was like, my bedroom had a carpet. So they were showing bumps. Because at the same time, like at that moment of my life, I was like a skater boy. So like I'd watch skate video. I would watch skate tutorials on how to ollie, and I go out of my house and try it. So I did the same thing with wrestling. I saw them. Okay, this is how you take a bump, hands here. And then they explained it well. So like I started doing bumps in my bedroom, on the
Right.
floor,
Right.
on the carpet. So and when I don't have COVID. Sorry, it's too late. So I started taking those bumps, and then like every day I would do it. Like I'd give it 2 or 3 bumps a day, and then when it came to like parts where you had a partner, I would wrestle my pillow until it's just getting popular in the Philippines, and watching WWE at that time. It was under Solar Sports, so they would have these forums when wrestling fans could talk online. It's like old school Reddit.
Okay, nice. So my man was wrestling with pillows.
Yeah,
That's good.
I
That's
started
good
wrestling
shit.
pillows, y'all. That's how I learned.
Hey, ain't no wrong with that. Before you continue, I got a couple of people that's chiming in, checking you out. You got Sin Parker.
Hey, everybody. Everyone's watching.
Sin said, "What's going on? What's happening, Sin?" So we got
Sen, what up, Sen?
I know, man. We got Fabs. Fabs is watching. We got my man
Fabs.
Chris. We got my man Chris all the way from the UK is checking it out. And then we got we got Ann Castro. So
Ann Castro.
I've
seen her on my Facebook. I'm trying to remember.
I haven't seen her
I've
in a
been
long
drinking
time.
since
It's been
this
a long
morning. My
time.
memory's kind of laggy already.
It's so good to hear from her. You know what I mean? So people
Hi,
are checking.
Ann.
Yes, people checking us out. You know what I mean? Even though your data is kind of wacky, it's all you know what I mean. That's just how it is, So
Globe, hook me up, Globe. Come on, Globe, hook me up.
But hold on, what you drinking, Bombay? What you drinking? Because I'm drinking.
I'm drinking. I don't know. It's
show everybody what you drinking, bro. Show it.
Tell time. So I got this one. I got the bar, and this one's coming through later. So this one I just finished. This
nice. You got the soju.
And that's a kicker. And like, cause everybody's into Korean shit. I got
hold on. Go back to the rubbing alcohol, man.
This is my best friend right here. We go way back.
Why are you drinking that?
It was on my table, and I don't know. It's a special occasion. When I'm with someone crazier than me, I try to like match it up. You're from ECW.
Yo,
talking to someone from ECW. Might as well match it up,
That's some hardcore. Hey, that's some hardcore shit right there. I've never seen someone drinking that. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Actually, right, alcohol. The rubbing alcohol.
When I was a kid, when parents wouldn't let us drink any alcohol, just out of curiosity, I tried it like twice when I was.
Check your data. Okay, folks. Hold on. Say it again.
Plus, I'm mixing it with a Coke and shake or something.
There you go. Now, there you go. Okay, he froze up for me.
Yeah, Coke Zero. Oh, I froze up on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm mixing it up. I say low calorie, trying to get big, get strong. Try to set up for something, maybe in the future. Who knows?
Okay.
Anyway, where did we get cut off?
So you were saying you were wrestling pillows, and I'll ask you who trained you and how did you start training people?
Okay, back to wrestling pillows.
There you
go. And then so back when I was wrestling pillows and I was on the forums of Solar Sport classmates in high school. High school guys. Because I'm from and we'd wrestle like whenever there's a field trip, we get to go out of school and there's some lawn. They were like, "Who watches wrestling? Do your favorite wrestling move on me." So I don't know, I think I posted it on YouTube back when I was a kid. I had my classmates spear me on grass. I had them spear me, F you. I had someone do a swanton, a lot of it.
Okay. Just some hardcore backyard shit.
Yeah,
huh?
that's all my. I don't know how I paid my dues it comes to bumps, I think, if you can call it that. Me and then one of my classmates who was so game, he was like, let's do a wrestling match. Let's video a full-on wrestling match. So I don't know if he's watching, but Thomas David Mullion, the Pope, that was his ring name. He's supposed to be the Pope before the Pope became a thing in TNA.
Okay. Nice.
Shout out to you, brother. Yeah. Anyway, so we filmed this wrestling videos and we posted on YouTube, and then from one wrestling play match on a high school party thing, we got a go to. We'd have like a 3-minute wrestling match, and like the moves were crap. And then going back to the forums, I was thinking like I gotta look for more playmates. Right. So I posted something. I had this crazy idea of starting a professional wrestling in Manila back in here. So like everyone's in the chat room talking about wrestling because WWE was coming. So I just started wrestling promotion. Like once I watched this wrestling training video, and then if anyone's game to hang out, and people message, but on that day only one actually confirmed and showed up.
Okay.
Who was the referee? Who shout out to Leonard. So we just went with a little that opening sequence in that back rolls. I didn't even know about the tiger roll back then, the sidearm rolls. So we just did 2 rolls, 2 back rolls. Okay, let's do suplexes.
Right. Wow.
So like the first wrestling move I got in a boxing ring, which we found. So we just talked to them and approached him like, "Hi, sir, can we?" And we're like, "Hi, sir, can we use your ring for wrestling?" No, what wrestling? Like you're gonna do amateur wrestling in the ring? Like no, just let us try and then see what we're gonna do.
Right.
So we talked them into letting us use a ring.
Okay.
Into the bombs. So that's where I tried all the bombs. That's where I took my.
Okay. We're having really a hard time. Bobby, if you
Because
can
I was
hear
trying
me,
to get ready for that.
hold on, if you can hear me. We're having a hard time
Like,
with the
we wanted
static.
I wanted to have us.
You're breaking up really, really bad. Tell you what we're gonna do.
Okay,
Let's,
I'm freezing.
Yeah. You're freezing and
Okay.
breaking up. I think it's.
I could. Let me. Wait. Give me a second. I'm gonna open the windows because maybe the windows are closed. And
Okay.
yeah, give me a second, right?
Yes. So, folks, we're having a lot of technical difficulties here. Basically, he's using data, so that's his Wi-Fi.
Usually the internet flow is faster if the windows are open.
Probably not that strong. So yeah, probably because you're using data, it's not that strong to actually go live for a long period of time.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna try to go one more thing. I'm gonna try to open a Wi-Fi hotspot so I get 2 Wi-Fi's coming in.
Okay, yeah, and then if that doesn't work, we can always do it. We can always do this again.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a 2-parter now.
Yeah,
I'm down with that.
It's probably a 2-parter, 3-parter. We're gonna do this all over again because I don't think
for the views, Chili, for the views.
Yeah, exactly. For the people, I think it's probably hard for them to hear and understand you. breaking up and everything. Are you still there?
Wait.
Okay. You still
Okay,
there.
I'm still here. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah,
It's
I can hear
just
you. I can hear you very well
I'm
now.
not used to using Zoom on my phone.
Okay.
It's actually the third time I've used Zoom on this phone. So
Mm,
forgive me.
okay.
Forgive
Whatever
me,
you're doing
everybody.
now. For
Go
whatever you're doing
say
now. For whatever you're doing now, that's better. It's better. Much better.
much better.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I think it's much better. Yeah.
Wait. Oh.
Maybe a hotspot
Okay.
or
I got
something.
two internets coming in.
Okay. Got you.
I got my hotspot working.
Okay, go ahead. Finish talking so we can before you lose it.
Okay. Where do we get cut off, Chili?
You were talking about getting suplex, and then you were talking about uh, just training outside backyard, something like that. Your friend.
Okay. So like when I found Leonard and we started training in this gym in Katipunan, this boxing ring. So we started doing rolls and then we started doing bumps. I took my first flip bump. And then right after that, we went straight to, yo, do a suplex on me. And
Mhm.
like we didn't know how to do it. We didn't know how to properly execute it.
Mhm.
So I have a video of it on YouTube. I could actually show it to you later. And I know you're a pro, man. You're gonna cringe a lot. I guarantee you will cringe, Chili. But yeah, but yeah, if I show it to you,
Woo!
definitely you're gonna cringe. So like like what happened is he went for a suplex, so he lifted me
Uh-huh.
up, and I know in my head like, okay, I'm gonna do a suplex, so I'm gonna go for a flip, right? So he lifts me up and lets me go midair.
Damn.
So so I so I remember like I've been trying to remember the whole like when I was practicing at home, like tuck your chin, tuck your chin, tuck your chin. So
Right.
the whole tucking chin saved my life because I like did a half flip midway, so my upper back hit the
Okay.
mat
Wow. That's
just below my
insane.
neck.
That's insane. So how long? How long? How long did you guys do this type of training before? Uh,
We actually only did it once, and after that we never did it
uh,
again
so
until a
so
few
hold
years
so hold on.
later.
The people in your group, the people that's in the Facebook group, that was headed up by Frankie 13 because he was the one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the guys
that's a
that.
different group. That's I think that's a different group
Mm,
at that time
okay. How
because I
did
think this
you?
Frankie 13 was still in grade school by this
Cool.
time or
Right.
something.
Right. But how did you become the guy that started training these guys?
Okay, it actually comes. This story actually comes right after that because like after that nothing else happened.
Okay.
So a few years passed, like 6 years passed because we did this when I was 13, and then like when I started PWR, I think I was around 20 at that time.
Okay. 7
So
years.
I had I've been watching wrestling, but I laid low a little bit. So the wrestling dreams died down. I let my wrestling dreams die down at that point. So this time, I was just fresh off graduate from culinary school.
Okay.
So I'm chefing and like we're opening up this restaurant, but in restaurants like when it's pre-opening, like before we open the restaurants, we're actually very chill. So I was
Okay.
like, we were like learning the menus and stuff, and we had a lot of downtime.
Mhm.
So I was browsing on my cell phone and like wrestling crossed my mind. So like, oh, I wonder if someone started a wrestling scene after it started a few years ago. So I looked it up and like still no, I couldn't
Mhm.
find any until I found this wrestling group, the Philippine Wrestling Revolution. So I
Okay.
messaged them like, hey guys, who wants to? I don't know as far as I remember. So I'm gonna narrow down my memory some more.
Hey, cheers, man. Cheers. You gotta go. You
Cheers,
got
Chile. I miss talking to you,
no,
by the way.
no doubt, bro.
Last time we talked, I'm gonna include the story of first meeting you.
No doubt.
So like, I messaged this group who was like talking about wrestling and just randomly like asked again after a few years, like, hey, any is anybody interested in starting a wrestling promotion or training wrestling? Because I have I actually I'm one of those stories where it's like fake it till you make it, but I
Right.
haven't made it. So some people have
Mhm.
with my stupidity. But anyway, so like yo, I have this background in professional wrestling. Oh yeah, I actually want to go back a little bit. Like back when me and the guy you mentioned, the Pope Thomas Smolion, he's actually part of the people who started the first day of training.
Okay.
When we were in college, we had this we had this party in one of my friends' place, and we asked them if they like, you guys want to have, you guys want us to do wrestling in one of your parties. Me and him could have a match.
Mhm.
So this time it went from like when we were in high school, we were wrestling for like 3 minutes. So this one, like, yo, let's give ourselves 15 minutes at this one.
Mhm.
So it started off with a regular match, and then the next one was a 10-minute match. So the next time we partied with our friends, it became a 15-minute match. So I was trying Jeff Hardy shit. So I was like, my friend has a lawn, so I would do sunset flips on no swanton bombs off a table. It's really low, but
Okay.
I do swanton bombs off a table onto the lawn. And then like the last match that me and him had that was on the salon was like, yo, I want to bleed today. I saw this video on how
Wow.
to bleed. I want to try it. So like
What?
so I was like, hit me with a lawn chair or something. And then on video, like just like I'm gonna try to do that bleeding thing that how wrestlers bleed. So that was my first that's the story of my first I don't know, in my world I call it the BJ.
Uh-huh. Okay. All
That
right.
was my first BJ. So
What the fuck? What is the BJ, man?
blade job. Blade job. Blade
Blade.
job.
All righty, there you
Okay.
go.
We're talking wrestling, right?
No doubt. Church.
We're talking wrestling unless it's something else.
Ooh, you better keep it clean. Damn.
I told you, Chili. You haven't been with Drunk Bombay yet.
I know, right? So
Okay,
check
so
it out.
anyway, so yeah,
So you're bleeding.
okay.
So you're bleeding, right?
So
I
I'm
mean,
bleeding. I'm bleeding. Like I actually fucked up, like, cause I don't know how the pros do it, but like I just saw this thing, like, okay, I don't know if I could divulge any fucking secrets, but everybody knows it by now, I guess.
oh
So
yeah,
like I
go
had it on
ahead.
my tape. I
Right.
taped up. So I put it. I don't know how you do it, how the pros do it. I still do it the same way. I had the blade sticking out. So like when
Okay.
I reach for it twice and I stabbed my fingers. So like my fingers are bleeding the whole time. So and I was like, oh fuck. And then, and then when I actually had a tape removed, I like, get the
What?
camera away from me. And I
Oh
had
my
a tape removed. I was
god.
like,
Yeah, you totally fucked
so,
up. You totally fucked that
oh
up.
yeah. Oh, see, now, if you watch that video of me getting suplex, I'm definitely sure you're gonna cringe a lot.
That's funny. That's awesome. There you
Anyway,
go.
anyway, yeah, those were my. That's how I became the, I don't know, quote unquote backyard wrestling legend. That's where we coined it from, I guess, from that one, because I got hit with one lawn chair and I bleeded. So that's the story of that.
Wow.
Anyway, fast forward, message PWR, asked if anyone's interested, and then some people started replying to me. So I think it was Counter Terror, Borman,
Okay.
Norman, and so I talked to those guys first, and we organized a meeting in Micro's place. Mike Veronica Litton right now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he was Mike Chris Litton, Mike Shannon. Now it's Veronica Litton.
Hmm.
So we we had a meeting in her place, and then we just talked about like, yo, how are we gonna do this? Like, okay,
Right.
let's maybe we can start training somebody with what you know, and then just go off from there. So we organized in the group. We organized this first training session with
Okay.
someone who has experience. in wrestling in the Philippines.
Okay.
So like there we set up the first meeting. Since my dad used to have a good position at the Philippine Army, and like we had access to the Philippine Army gyms. So I know you a soldier.
Yes. Sure.
Oh yes,
Sure.
sir.
Exactly. No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I'm a army brat. So yeah,
Okay.
one of my dad's had we had access to this training facility, so they had a boxing ring.
Okay.
So we contacted this we tried doing an ocular, we checked out the spot, and like me that time it was me and Thomas Molyones. He was learning boxing, and they had a boxing ring, so they had punching bags. So he was training boxing, and I was there in the ring because I didn't have any interest in other sports.
Right.
Like I'm gonna go backtrack just to let everybody who's watching know. Like when I was in high school, we would play basketball, right?
Mhm.
So usually I don't get the ball because I'm fat. So how I get the ball is I turn into fucking American football and start high kneeing everyone. You know that Triple H Harley Race high knee.
Exactly.
You know that move? Like that's how I would get the ball back.
What?
I'd Triple H Harley knee somebody in the face just to get the ball back. And then everyone would call foul. Like, what the fuck you doing playing basketball?
Right.
And then anyway, okay. I'm lost. Sorry. So okay, he's doing boxing and I'm in the ring just doing what I remember from that training video I watched when I was a kid, just doing front rolls, back rolls, taking bumps, doing that both feet up in the air bump, that flat feet bump.
Right.
And then basically just what I know. So like I tested the ring and informed the guys, yo, the ring's kind of hard, but it's okay. It's they will let us do our thing. I talked to the person who's managing it, and they're a go. So we can set up like that was a weekday, so we set it up in a weekend on a Sunday. So that's where the Sunday training came from, because mostly everyone's available Sunday.
Yes.
That's how the Sunday training started, because the first training was on a Sunday. Because yeah. Anyway. So we all met up in Market, and like I remember the people who showed up were Jake De Leon, Chris Panzer, Mayhem Brannigan. Who else? They were cute. I can't forget them because they were cute. Apocalypse, Ken Warren. Yeah, they were there since day one. Mike Shannon. I don't remember if Brian Leo was there. I think Brian Leo was there.
Right.
Who else? And me, and Apocalypse. And pretty much those were Mike Vargas, MJ Lapus. He was there.
Right.
So yeah, and then I just showed them how to do what I saw in the video. But that time I was like, I'm still fucking faking it, because like that's the only shit I know. Like 2 front rolls, 1 back roll.
Right.
3 kinds of bumps, maybe.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, let's figure out. Since I'm gonna be a head trainer of this thing. Okay, we gotta go.
That's awesome.
And by the way, I don't have any fitness background. I mean, I lift weights. I lifted weights when I was in high school to get big, because I saw this Chris Master interview was just prepare until it's time for you to do what you got to do, right? So be prepared to do anything that you got to do, that you want to do in future. So I was trying to get big in high school. So that's the only athletic background I have. Basketball, I suck at it. Taekwondo, I tried it, but like I was a white belt. I got kicked and I cried. So I was planning on killing the guy who kicked me. So real story, man. Like our house was under construction at that time. So I took nails, and after this first fight I had in Taekwondo, I was a white belt. He just kicked me in the legs a couple of times. I jammed a couple of nails on the plastic tube, that lining thing they do for drainage or piping. And I was planning on going to Taekwondo training the next day, gonna fucking kill that yellow belt who kicked my legs. I was a pussy back then, man. So what? So anyway, so I had these intro tryouts into athletics, but I don't really have an athletic background. So I was like faking it during training, like,
okay, so I'm gonna have you carry him like a lumberjack. Like I forgot who this guy was, but I remember it was Jake De Leon being carried on someone's shoulder, and I'm gonna have you run back and forth from there to here. It was a really short distance, and we're gonna work on conditioning.
But you weren't.
I've been making.
But your ass wasn't in condition.
My ass wasn't. Nobody's ass was in condition back then. I was just making shit up. Right, like that point. Like, okay, we're gonna do conditioning, and then you're gonna carry him, and you're gonna run back and forth. And so, I'm just gonna cut the story. So the story was, this guy was carrying Jake De Leon, and I think his lungs were being pressed at that time, so his oxygen got cut. So as soon as he put down JDL, it's like this gym has a metal fence barricade. It's flat. I mean, it's not gonna hurt, but I mean it's not spiky, so it's not lethal. So JDL's face just like falls like as soon as JDL got put down, he just went down and like his face got hit like here at the corner of the metal piping. JDL passed out.
Oh wow.
So it was like, and then when we finally got him back up, he was like, yo guys, what happened?
Wow.
So see, always train under real pros like Chili Willy or people from abroad.
Definitely, yeah.
But that's how we got started. We were
sign
like
a waiver.
By fire,
you
bro.
you got to sign a waiver, man. You can't be. You just can't be going into somebody's fucking training without signing a waiver, man. You better sign something.
Hey, that's how Philippine wrestling got started. I'm spilling all the beans already, man. I don't know if people are gonna hate on me after this, but fuck it.
Hey, I never knew the story. You know what I mean? I just knew that.
Actually, we never brought up this story because
it's
just one of those things that we try to put in raps. Like, okay, the only people who's gonna know this is us. We're not bringing it out to anyone.
Well, we got some more people. Got some more people looking. We got Evelyn. She's watching. Fab's still watching. Sin. Got Rex. Rex Lowin, the man. Rex the man.
Oh, Rex Lowin. Oh, the danger.
The big danger. We got Archie Valentine. We got Dan Mark. And then we got Stacy. Look, we got Stacy. That's an AOW alumni right there. You know what I mean?
People from everywhere watching.
Everywhere. So now we're gonna move forward.
Wrestling scene comes back.
How did you guys get into the place where in Perniaki, what do you call it? Fitness Plus, I think it's called.
Fitness Plus, yeah. So when we decided to move forward with the training, we were actually looking for a ring that's better suited for wrestling. So the first one to try it out was like the core guys of PWR before. So they actually found the ring in Parañaque. I didn't know about it, but I was part of the board of the people driving it back then. So I had a say on where it was because just to let you know, I don't know if Yusuf is gonna be watching, if he's gonna be pissed at me for telling this.
What's up, you?
I wouldn't approve it. I wouldn't approve it if it was far away from my place. I was that lazy. So I was like, that's why it's in South, because I used to live in BGC and I had a say. So like, okay, Parañaque is cool. I can drive to Parañaque. And so, okay, let's do Parañaque. Because we were looking at places in QC, other places. But yeah, so that's the one we all agreed to go with was FitBus because the ring was nice. At the time when we started, the ropes were still firm. And until the big guys came. Until Chili Willy took no, that wasn't you. Until someone run it like a real wrestling ring. And we heard someone ran it like a real wrestling ring, and we heard a snap from one of the turnbuckles.
Folks, we froze up just a little bit here.
Okay.
I think Bombay has frozen up on me. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Got Ken watching. The Asian Nightmare. There you go. You back, Bombay. You back.
Okay, I'm back. All right. So yeah, until someone ran it, the ropes, the ring was pretty good. The ring was in good condition, and so we decided to do it there. Like we decided to progress the training in Fit Plus, and then that's where we had our trial show. So at
Okay.
that time, when I said Chris Panzer was there last time, was there the first time we trained? Right after that,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He had something come up with him, and he decided at that time, like, no, I'm not gonna continue training anymore. I got more important things to do. I think
Hmm.
he's working on being a model at that point.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
so moving forward, we trained in Fit Plus, right? So
Right.
and we did our test show. So one of the audience members was Chris Panzer, and I remember, like, after the main event or after the match finished, he was like, "Yo, guys, that there," and mind you, there were only like 10, 15 people there,
Hmm.
including the people who working at the gym.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
so after the match, Chris Panzer was like, "Yo, guys, that was amazing. I want back in."
Uh,
So
okay.
I can't forget that moment, because that was a time Chris Panzer, like, after saying, like, I'm done with this, like, I know we just started, but I'm done. And then that moment he was like, "Yo, guys, I want back inside. I want to
Hmm.
start training again." And this was just in a matter of weeks or months.
Right.
So there we go. Like, we continued training, and then we had an opportunity because one, because we're growing as a group, Philippine Wrestling Revolution. I'm gonna have a bite. Excuse me. I know I
Go ahead. Go
lagged a
ahead.
lot, but
Yeah.
talking a
Yeah.
lot,
Yeah. Go
like,
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, I'm having CC Gure, by the way, because I remember Red doing a plug for CC Gure, and
Nice.
I got that. And going back, we had an opportunity, since we were growing as a group with the Philippine Wrestling Revolution. Some people, after that test show, while we're training, someone contacted us from Japan.
Really.
Actually, here, they were based
Okay.
here, and then they were trying to set up a show for Joshi, for Tajiri. Tajiri had a promotion, WNC, I think. He was
Hmm.
coming in with some Joshis, and then they wanted to set up something here.
Hmm.
So we were I don't know who else they contacted, but we were one of the people who got contacted by them.
Hmm.
And then, so as soon as they mentioned Tajiri, we were like, Tajiri, we're getting there, we're
Right. Right.
big. So,
Right.
like, we're working with Tajiri already. So
Hmm.
so like, we hooked them up. We helped them find a place to hold their event, to hold their wrestling show, and we actually helped them find someone to build the ring, because I don't know if they did not want to fly a ring all the way to the Philippines because of,
Okay.
I don't know what reason, but
Right.
we were working on this project because it's supposed to be. We were setting up for a wrestling school for Tajiri because he wanted to put up base here.
Hmm.
Why,
Nice.
why why do you ECW guys want to set up here so much?
I don't know. Look, I just came here. I came here for something totally different, and I kind of fell into the wrestling thing. And then I was like,
I
hey,
got you.
I like it. You know what I mean? It's all good. But I mean, when you look at the demographic of everything, Japan, you got Singapore, you got China, and then here's the Philippines by itself. There's nothing going on, but now it is. Now it is. So, I mean, I think this is a hotbed. I really think that the Philippines could be a hotbed for pro wrestling. If if you guys continue to grow, get your skills going, because you're already bringing in, different players,
Oh
international
yeah,
players. It's just that
they're like,
the Philippine wrestler has to elevate in their skill, right? Like the TJPs and the Batistas and
oh
guys
yeah,
like that, and the others, and then you know, and it's coming. It's coming. The more I think the pandemic fucked it up, everything, but you know, you guys are coming. You know, it's coming. So I think keep doing what you're doing. I think the Philippines will. It's definitely going to be a hotbed, man. Definitely. That's just my take.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you
that's
for
definitely my
that,
take.
Chili.
So,
Anyway, so
so you were doing all that, and but when was your first match?
I don't know when was my first match. Basically, was on the trial show because that was me against one of the guys we met online, and he told me he told us that he had wrestling training background. I'm already like a little bit there, so I don't remember who he wrestled.
Okay.
But yeah, this Draven Sloan, he told we met him online, and then we had a meeting with him, and then he told us like, "Yo, I have this training background. Maybe I could show you a few things that I've learned from wrestling school." So from there, he showed us like he validated what I learned from the VCD, which was a 2 front roll, 2 back roll, and then there came the tiger rolls. So and then the flip bumps, and then
Right.
so he showed us like pretty much still the basics. So
Okay.
that's where we built it off from there. We use that as a foundation, like, okay, from here, we're gonna take these roles and turn them into actual wrestling moves. And then we try to have our first match. It was actually me against him. I guess that's how the whole thing with me wrestling
Okay.
trainers came about at that time. Because like
Right.
whenever we have a like when it came to you, right? When you came in PW, when you were working with PWR for some short time, when you came in, like who's the first guy you chopped? So I was like,
I don't know.
okay,
You guys are all lined up. You guys are all lined up, and I just hit someone.
I remember I couldn't forget it, Chili. I couldn't forget your chop. It stayed inside of me, Chili. So all the foreign trainers that came, like, because when we have this thing in PWR, it's initiation time. So like after
Okay.
the first match we had, we like I saw this on YouTube that they would like chop everyone. So like we had this fun thing at McDonald's. So like we celebrated the first event at a McDonald's. So
Okay.
we were all eating, and like we took the second floor. So we were like, okay, I saw this thing. I was like, I saw this thing on YouTube. I told the management, like, usually how to initiate wrestlers in this fraternity group that we call is in this brotherhood that we call, it's like get chops in. So like we're gonna chop everybody else. So like we were out there lining. We were on the second floor of McDonald's, and the staff was going up and down. They can see us fucking chopping each other in McDonald's. We're all lined up. We were having an initiation McDonald's.
Dude, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy.
Like
as
I had
hell.
everybody in that roster who started out like, okay, everybody who's involved in this, like fall in line, chop me, and then we take turns chopping each other, and then and then that's like for everyone who's been coming in PWR, that's how it started. So
Oh my god.
so yeah, we were chopping each other. So from now on, and I mean, as long as I was active, so when we have foreign wrestlers come in, I would have them chop everyone, and like
Nice.
including me. So since I
Wow.
was that time, I was a trainer that time. Like I get first dibs on the chop. So when I was actually really nervous getting a chop from someone from ECW, man.
Oh
So
yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
like,
Now I
I was in the corner. I was
remember.
back up like,
Yeah, I remember. I remember that shit.
was,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. I remember now. Okay. Hey, look, we got somebody. We got some more people. We got some more people on. We got Ken, the Asian Nightmare.
Yo, what's up?
Ken
Ken
Cypher.
Asian
Ken
Nightmare.
Cypher. And then we got Ida. She's a good friend of mine. Ida and I know from she's
Hi,
from
Ida.
Dubai. She's from Dubai. From families from Pangasinan. So she's chiming in. And then we got my man Martin. Martin is always on,
Martin
man.
Vincenzo, yo.
Martin is
I was
always.
actually listening to my interview with Martin before we started here to get like refreshed on some of the stories.
Nice.
I was
Gotta
listening
get
to him on
Martin
Spotify
man.
earlier.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's always if I'm on, he is always chiming in. So Martin, what's
Hey
up, brother?
Martin, I miss you, man. I miss your interviews.
So yeah, but the chop man, I remember that shit. You know, I remember going to the practice there and everything. And my whole thing with the Philippine wrestling thing was okay. Like I see now, I understand now from a lot of guys what you guys have said, and even some of the girls like Crystal that you guys started out not really knowing how to wrestle, not knowing the basics. So what you saw on television is
We
what
just copied it.
transpired in yes, exactly. So when I
We
went to that
just
show,
monkey
when I
see,
went to
monkey do.
when I went to your big show there at the MCS and they had all those people there, that's what I saw. That was my
Yeah,
first
that's what you
time,
saw. You saw
I
my
was like,
training.
oh shit. But what got me was, and I tell this story all the time, was all the people. I said, damn, you guys got a hell of a crowd. You guys got a big following. And then you had the media there and everything. I said, this is what American indie wrestling wants, right? And so
Yo, Chili, can you give me a list of people watching right now?
can I give you what?
Can you give me a list down on people watching right now? Because I just want to make sure the people that I don't want to see what I'm gonna do next are not watching. I told you about it before we started, man.
Like who?
Okay,
Who? I mean,
no, as I actually don't. I'm just gonna go like off camera, on camera, off camera, on camera.
I can't tell you who, man. You just there's people here. You know what I mean? But so yeah, you guys, when it came to the wrestling, it was the basics. It was the basics that you guys were lacking. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah,
So,
definitely.
but I think now
I admit.
as the years flow through, you guys have learned some things and you picked up on some things, and you see how important it is for your basic to get up top
Oh
because
yeah,
you would not
oh yeah.
go up top. You would not go up top doing all the high flying shit. I'm telling you right now. Now I don't care who you are. You're just not going unless you really know how to do a simple lock up headlock takeover.
Oh
If
yeah.
you don't know how to do that in that order, I mean, do it smoothly, you're not going nowhere. You could do all the high
That
fly.
that's why I'm so proud of the guys now. Like where they are, where they're at, where
Yeah,
they are now, like from where we started. Because I
right.
can see, because like I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm still there. That's why I've
Mm-hmm.
been like messaging now, like from someone who trained Jake Dillon. Now I'm messaging Jake Dillon like, yo, hook me up with what you did in WWE, man.
Right.
Catch me up, bring me up to speed, because like, okay, maybe I can say it here. Like, I've been getting the itch for some time, and I've been wanting to get back, but since it's pandemic, and like, I've been getting the itch a lot. That's why I don't know if anyone saw it, but like, I'm posting these videos on my stories where like I found this wrestling ring, and I would try to do what I think they would do at the WWE tryout, just to get my conditioning grade. I mean, on track,
Right.
because I know my conditioning, like working with PWR, my conditioning was never there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a funny story if you want to hear it.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So like the first PWR match, like because I'm a chain smoker,
Mm-hmm.
so I would chain smoke right before a match because I get so nervous. Like I had to chain smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as we lock up, as soon as we like lock up and do a tie up, circle around a little bit, do a takedown, I'd be calling my opponent and like, gas man, fucking carry the match.
No way.
So I would call gas. So pretty much most of my matches I don't remember
Wow.
because I'm already blacked out, like just trying to figure out how to breathe. So that's why where they're at now, especially when I watch the wrestling matches,
Mm-hmm.
I'm always in awe watching
Yeah.
PWR, MWF.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to control your breathing. That's the number
Oh
one
yeah,
thing.
you do.
control your breathing, but you also your legs
That's
have
what
to
I'm
be strong.
actually trying to learn now. Like I do all these blow up drills because I had this plan of like learning blow up drills and just like blow myself up, look in the mirror, and then go like, oh, you still look like a fucking killer.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Wrestling is it's not easy. It's not easy. So
Not
you know,
easy.
anyone can get in there and do what they see on television, but it will not look proper, you know, and the
Oh yeah.
fans will know it. The fans will know it, and you know, it's that's one of those things. And you can also get hurt, and you can hurt someone. So you definitely need to. I'm going to say this right here. You don't necessarily need a trainer per se. If you don't have one, there's only a few people that have done pro wrestling and made it who have trained themselves, and it's not that many. But I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
that's very few. So, but what I'm saying, you really should have a professional trainer, someone to teach you. You know what I mean? I can't say
Actually, now
I
now
can't say you don't really need one. Some people can argue that. You know what I mean? But especially now with YouTube and you have all this internet access, you have all these videos. Um, so there's a lot of things that you can learn, but I still think that you need hands-on. You need a
oh yeah,
actual physical
definitely.
trainer there to show you how to do certain things. So
A-
it's just like,
Actually, let me get it a little bit. Actually, now I realize now that I'm older, now that I'm a little bit more smarter than I was back then, I
mm,
realize now how important those bashing comments were on people telling us
mm,
to go like we'd post our backyard matches on YouTube back then because that's the only venue for it,
right,
or Friendster, if you're
mhm,
familiar with that.
right,
And then we'd post that, and then people would comment like, "Get proper training. You're gonna kill each other doing that." And then
hmm,
now I realize like, um, that's the best way to go. You know, so like if
yeah,
ever like I mentioned, I remember mentioning earlier, like I'm interested in coming back. I've been thinking of coming back actually, but I wouldn't come back until I get good training. So
yeah.
I'm going down back to basics basically.
Oh yeah,
So that's
definitely,
why I'm messaging everybody. Like I'm talking to
yeah.
you. So after this, I'm gonna talk to you like Chili. I know it's COVID, but catch me up, brother.
Yeah,
I'm
you really do. You
I'm gonna
have
ride to
to,
Pampanga, man.
no doubt, you have to really train, and then when you get into your match, you know, you cannot do idiotic things. You have to still be thinking, you know, and time management is very important in wrestling
Oh yeah.
because it's not about you getting all your shit in. You know what I mean? So me and you were wrestling a match. Just because your name is Bombay and my name is Chilla Willie doesn't mean that we have to get everything that we call in the back. Everything that we call in the back doesn't mean that it has to come into the match. You know, time might allow it, might not allow it. You know what I mean? And so you have to go off the fans. You have to go off on how everything is clicking. You know, or if it ain't clicking. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so if you got 7 8 minutes, that's what you got to put in there. You got to put that front part in there. You got to put the middle part in there, and you got to finish it. So you know, it's just not about all the moves. You know, it's really about telling a story and making the fans believe who you are because people don't see you. People don't see you on TV. You know, you just there maybe once a month if you're wrestling. You know what I mean? So no one sees you. So you have to tell the story. And so the training that training comes in effect in everything. You know what I mean? And so um, getting back to you and your how many matches did you have in PWR?
I have no idea. I have memorable matches, but like I don't remember how many I've had, but
Uh-huh.
I do have I do have some matches that
But
I
you're
remember
more
because
so
like
the hardcore guy though. You're like the Cactus Jack.
I wanted to be
Terry
like with
Funk.
all the blade jobs and thing when I was a kid. Like I wanted to do that, but like I'm actually afraid of getting pricked like by needles. I have tattoos, but I'm scared. Wait, I pressed something by accident.
Oh no, we lost you. Folks, we lost Bombay. We lost them in the match. I don't know what happened. He's down and out for the count. I think something happened, folks. Oh my God. Anyway, but we've been having technical difficulties with his internet anyway, and so I'm still alive. So I'm glad that you guys are still here, and I'm glad that you guys checked this out. And so what will happen is because our hour has it's been an hour now. We will I will next week or no, not next week. In the future, we're gonna have Bombay back. So definitely gonna have him back. I don't know what happened. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the Chili Willy podcast. Sorry that so many things happen. Here we go. Let's see if he comes back. Hold on. We're about to end it. Bombay,
Yo,
what
sorry
happened?
about that. Sorry about that.
Turn
I
your
pressed something.
camera the other way.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay. There we go.
I was about
All
to
right.
end it,
Sorry
man.
about that.
I was
Oh.
about to end the show, man, because I was like, "Oh shit, you're gone. You're done." You know what I
I'm
mean?
always there. I'm always there for last minute changes. I'm sorry about that. I pressed something by accident or my internet bugged or something, but it just got cut off. So where were we? I was
Right.
telling you I was afraid of needles, and you were laughing, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was actually trying to get into the whole hardcore thing, but I'm scared of needles, so I'm scared of thumbtacks. So
What? How
I
are you gonna
wanted
be
to do that,
hardcore,
like,
man?
but like thumbtacks are stable.
How the hell you gonna be hardcore? You scared of thumbtacks?
I mean, I
What
got
the?
tattoos. I don't mind getting tattoos, but I mean, I'm willing to take it, but I'm just scared of getting something inside of me, so some way down the road, if ever I come back, I'm willing to like put in the work and get over my fear of something going inside of me. But I'm not afraid of bleeding. I'm not afraid of getting cut. Like I'm just scared of things like going inside of me, man.
Wow. But I want to
Especially
get you.
pointy things.
But check
Like
it out.
I
Hold on. I want to.
I've got a vaccine. Yeah, the nurse was laughing at me. I got a vaccine recently. I got a flu shot, and the nurse was laughing at me like, you're a big guy and you got tattoos. Why are you breathing so hard trying to get a vaccine?" So I was like,
Really? Are you serious?
I was at, I don't know. It's a mental thing.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah, I'm scared of getting poked.
You got to get over that. You're the hardcore king, man, of the Philippines, and you're scared.
But I
of
don't
needles.
mind taking light tubes to the face and getting skewers on my head. But when it comes to little tiny thumbtacks,
Yeah,
I'm scared of those.
I wasn't really into the hardcore shit myself. I mean, I would take a chair to the head a couple of times, to the back.
Oh, that's fun.
I think
I missed that.
I think I juiced maybe twice in my career, maybe twice. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
And it wasn't a lot. It wasn't
twice.
a lot.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I'm not really into gagging myself, and all that bullshit. But how did you get into the cooking?
Actually,
I mean, hold on. Let's switch gears.
Okay.
You go wrestling. You're hardcore. How did you transition into the cooking?
I wanted to be a pro wrestler, so I wanted to look for something that has the same intensity as wrestling. So my interpretation of intensity back then when I was in high school, like going into college, because I was actually either supposed to take up law, psychology, or follow my dad and join the army. So, and I wanted to be a pro wrestler, but there wasn't a wrestling scene, so I thought of something that would have the same intensity as wrestling, and then watching Gordon Ramsay growing up. So I'm a big fan of Gordon Ramsay. So that's why, like, if ever anyone who's watching who has seen my stories, like whenever I talk about Gordon Ramsay, online
Mhm.
on my TikTok videos.
Okay.
So
Nice.
that's why I'm a big Gordon Ramsay fan. So like watching him yell at people at Hell's Kitchen back in the day was like, yo, I want to get in this environment, man. Like people
Mhm.
yelling at each because that's how we do in the kitchen. We're like yelling, and I want to be an army, but I didn't think I was smart enough to go
Okay.
in the Philippine military. I was thinking of making my daddy proud and just go be an army guy.
Okay. What is your favorite food?
But yeah, so like,
What's the favorite food you cook? What is your favorite food you cook?
Favorite food that I cook. I'm actually more in my comfort zone. I'm making pasta, pizza. That's the business I opened up. Like currently I'm learning how to cook Japanese food. And like I just came from a few years ago. I came working off a Japanese restaurant, and that got me in love with Japanese food. So and back when I was working in the ship, I told them like because the way we work in a ship, like they don't know anything about you, right? So as soon as you come in, they ask you like, so what do you know how to do? It's like a pro wrestling it's like a pro wrestling tryout match. So the first interview you get with the
Right.
chef is like, so what do you know how to do? Like I used to work at a Japanese restaurant. Okay, you work in Japanese. But the thing is, with the people who work at a Japanese restaurant, they get paid a lot, way more than we do, like the normal
Right.
cooks. So like they threw me there. So I was learning all this Japanese food, and like I fell in love with it. So like currently, if ever I'm gonna learn a cuisine that I already know and just want to improve on, like pro wrestling, it would be Japanese food. So
That's your favorite.
there.
Okay. Nice.
Oh yeah, but of course, I'm I'm down and brown, Filipino. Like I got my roots. Of course, Filipino
Right.
cuisine is like the main thing, but like I'm trying to go on a diet right now so I can eat rice, and Filipino food sucks without rice.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, it doesn't suck. I'm not gonna say it sucks, but
Right.
it's way better with the rice.
Yes, yeah. You guys need your rice here. You guys definitely need your rice.
We need it right.
Definitely.
So now I'm trying to cut down because I went from 220. I'm down to 175 now. I actually went down to 170.
Oh, that's
Trying to
good.
cut down for something.
Why you trying to cut more?
And
You trying to cut
What?
more? You trying to cut down more?
I'm trying to go back 200 lean.
Ah, okay.
I'm trying to work my way back to 200, but lean.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm
Lean.
just in case, like going back with the philosophy I learned from watching Chris Masters before, just prepare just in case something happens.
Right. Right.
Trying to get big, trying to get muscular and shit. Hopefully it pushes through because I'm not like Ken Warren with all the determination and shit. Like he's Ken Warren's really, really, really ripped right now.
Right. The kid looking good.
I love his
Yeah.
abs, man. I love Ken
Hey,
Warren's
you
abs.
gotta do push-ups, bro. Push-ups and sit-ups.
I've been
and
doing
squats.
push-ups I've been doing push-ups like a lot. I
Man, you
downloaded
gotta
this
do
app that makes me
more.
do like.
That's the best. That's the best exercise.
Oh yeah, definitely
And
more.
squats for the legs. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I know. My legs are skinny.
squats for the
But
legs.
I've been doing
push-ups.
running. I've been running around really hard lately, just trying to get all the. I'm just actually trying to get all the flab out because I've been a flabby kid ever since I had a man boobies. So
Yeah.
like
Oh,
my goal is like whenever I come back, like I can go skins because I've always wanted to go skins, but I'm
Okay.
not confident enough to go skins.
Yeah.
That's
You
why
definitely-
I go the Kevin Owens
Yeah.
route. And like I'm a big guy. I try to get pudgy, so I don't have to take my shirt off.
at my best, when I was in ECW, I went skins, bro, because
You look great. Come on.
Yeah, that was my that was my thing. I've always wanted to look like a wrestler, be a wrestler. I've always wanted to look like your Rocky Johnsons, your Ric Flairs, your Ricky Steamboats,
Oh, yeah.
your Jimmy Snookers. So
You did look like I saw some of your pictures. You look really badass.
That was my goal. And if you have a goal and anybody got a goal to do something, they fucking do it. You know what I mean? Don't let no one stop you or let anything stop you. So, but hey, Bombay, I gotta get out of here.
Especially with this
Bombay, I gotta get out of here,
gonna cut it
brother.
short.
We gotta do
We gotta
another
do a
one,
part
man.
2.
Yes,
All
definitely,
right,
man.
let me know. Let me know.
But let everyone know where they can find you. And you have your own
Uh,
restaurant, right?
no, not anymore. It closed down because of I suck at doing business.
Okay, okay. All
Well,
right.
not that I suck, but the food park closed, so
Right.
everybody who invested there lost money. Anyway, anyone watching, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Sadly, I have to give in TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. I gave in to the TikTok bug. So I'll be posting
Nice.
videos. I'm actually before we did this interview, I was actually shooting a cooking video for a
Okay.
TikTok post. So yeah, look
Okay.
out for that. But pretty much I got nothing going on until this pandemic thing ends. So let me know because I'm gonna be pretty hammered before when we finish. So I'm getting there, Chili. So
No, no.
whenever we
Hey.
do a part two, just catch me up on or I'm gonna watch this later on
Yeah,
sometime
exactly.
next week.
We definitely got
If
to
we
do a
could do a
part
part
two.
two next week, let me know. Let's do a part two. Oh, I don't know if
Okay,
someone's watching from the ship. I just want to give a shout out. Hannah Aquino, say hi, just in case you watch this video. Stay safe, have a safe contract, and let them know that you need me so I can get back on that ship, make ship money.
what ship are you? Are you talking cruise ship? Cruise
Actually,
ship?
yeah, I'm working at a cruise ship. I'm actually supposed to fly out on this May, this 21st of May. I'm actually supposed to be on a ship already, but they moved my contract to August. So,
Hmm.
um, yeah. So like one of the people I used to work with, I told her to watch. I don't know if she's gonna watch, but yeah, I told her to watch. So if you're watching, let them know
Okay,
you need me so they can fly my ass there in that ship and I can get my
that's
two
right.
weeks quarantine in that nice hotel room.
That's right. They need Bombay out there. They definitely need Bombay out at this ship. You know, on the seas. But anyway,
Yeah,
guys who was watching,
just a teaser, last contract, and then I'm working on something else.
nice. So we have we have one of my homeboys from America, James Axon. He's watching. We had Rassi over there in Pangasinan. We had old man Chad, and then we had Piers from the UK
Chad, like
also.
the guy who trained wrestling with you.
Yeah, Chad, man.
Oh,
Hey, that's Rizal, man. That's my man right there.
I'm checking it
Oh,
out. I'm checking
we
him
call him
out.
old man Chad. So and Danny, we got Danny Busey. I think that's his last name. So Piers Austin. So people chimed in. So let's do
Oh,
another.
by the way, when I can't find. Can you send me a link when you did that interview with Mick Foley? Because I remember meeting him in
Okay.
Manila, and the
Okay.
reason why I went hardcore was because of Mick Foley.
Nice.
I'm a big Mick Foley fan. I have one of my childhood toy title belts signed by him, and
Cool.
then yeah, pretty much that's part of the inspiration replicas that I have
Right.
that I used to have in my house, along with that Triple H bottle that Triple H threw in the crowd when they were here,
Mm,
and I had to fight
okay.
someone for it.
Nice.
Just a quick story. Quick story. So yeah, I had Triple H and Batista sign that. I had Mick Foley and Batista sign my belt. So like I'm a big Mick Foley fan. If you could let him
Nice.
know.
Yeah.
Someone from the Philippines also. Or I know there's a lot. He has a lot of fans.
Yeah,
Mick Foley. Mick
we
Foley is a god to me.
we're trying to get some more stars on. You know what I mean? So hopefully one day we can get some more stars on, and Hall of Famers and all that good stuff. So, but Bombay, man, it was really nice.
It's nice catching up with you. Are
Catching up with
you
you,
gonna
brother.
get busy after this, or are we gonna continue drinking? Because I still have
No,
I haven't opened a little boy yet.
I'm still a drink, but I got some things to do. But
Oh, okay.
it
I got
will.
nothing to do. I got a lot
I
of free
probably
time right
won't
now.
finish it. But anyway, brother, thank you very much.
All
And
right, thank you for having me.
yeah, we would definitely catch it. We would do this again, man. We got to do this again for sure. And
Oh, I don't
once
know
I
for
have this
people
up,
watching. I don't know
I'm gonna
for
try to
people
put this
watching,
on.
but let's just try to put. Like, are we
No,
gonna
no, no,
call
no.
it? Are we gonna call it? We call it done. Ooh
No. See,
yeah. Oh yeah. For the views. See you, Chili.
brother, man.
That was a lot.
You're awesome, man. Good to see you, Bombay. Take care, man. All right, brother.
I love you, Chili. Thank you for
Love
having
you,
me.
brother.
Peace.
Peace out.
See you.